Mr. Keith Pele, the CEO of the European Tour Group, and PS Youth Affairs and Arts from the Ministry of Sports, Youth Affairs and Arts as well. I'd also like to recognize all our sponsors who will be represented in speeches by the CEO, by the chairman of ABSA, who is also here with us, and he will be speaking on behalf of all the sponsors. But I'd like, in the opening, to also recognize all the sponsors. And finally, the members of the Fourth Estate, who are always our supporters in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the prize giving. For those who will be called up to speak, I'd please like to ask you to be very brief. Please take no more than 2 to 3 minutes, because we'd like to finish quickly. And instead of trying to remember everybody, you will just say, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Mudavadi, all protocols having been observed, and then you continue with your speech. Otherwise, every time you read like I have done, you can imagine the number of minutes you're going to add to the prize giving. So please just say, as I've said it, Honorable, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, all protocols having been observed, and I've just done that for you. It is now my pleasure. You can take the microphone down. It's my pleasure to invite the chairman of Muthaiga Golf Club to please just say a few words, inviting all of us to his club. Is it possible to take this one?
Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, all protocols having been observed. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon, and welcome to Muthaiga Golf Club, Karibuni Sana. On my own behalf and that of the board and the members of Muthaiga Golf Club, we are honored to host the Magical Kenya Open for a second year in a row. I wish to pay tribute to the Kenyan government for their support in facilitating this event, the KGU, the Kenya Golf Union, for their guidance, the Kenya Open Golf Limited, KOGL, for putting together the event, and the club for enabling a seamless execution of this prestigious championship during the course of this week. I also wish to extend our deepest gratitude to the fans and millions of viewers around the world for supporting this prestigious championship in our beloved country, Kenya. I believe the more people participate through viewing the game, the more the game itself will become demystified, encouraging more people to appreciate and engage in the sport that we all cherish. Your Excellency, sir, as you have seen, with these harsh climate conditions, we have, as a board and the members of our great fraternity of Muthaiga Golf Club, continued to maintain a healthy environment through sustained tree planting and protection of this golf course through innovative irrigation solutions. We look forward to hosting this event again in 2024 and continue growing the game of golf in the country and to promote golf tourism. Once again, asanteni sana and God bless Kenya. Thank you very much.
The Fourth Estate has spoken. We can now face you, cameras. I would now like to invite the chairman of Kenya Open Golf Limited, Mr. Peter Kanyago, to say a few words.
Your Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Mudavadi, all protocols observed. Good evening. Good evening. Your Excellency, I'm delighted to join you today for the closing ceremony of the 2023 Magical Kenya Open Golf Championship presented by ABSA. Let me begin by thanking the various parties who pulled together to make this global golf tournament a success. The government of Kenya. The Magical Kenya Open would not be possible without the support of the government of Kenya. The government support not only the total prize money for the championship, but also other major logistic requirements necessary for the success of the tournament. Our thanks to CS Ab Namwamba, PS Jonathan Mweke, and the Ministry of Tourism. Our sponsors. Your Excellency, this event receives tremendous support from our sponsors. ABSA Kenya are presenting sponsors. They have been with us for many, many years, and we thank them for that. Thanks to Kenya Airways, our airline partner. East African Breweries, our beverage and entertainment sponsors. Safaricom, our technology partner. Coca-Cola provide much-needed hydration. The Standard Media Group are our free-to-air partners. BMW supported the Hole-in-One Award. Other sponsors include AR Health, Wilken Copycat Group, Uber, Movenpick, Betika, and Titrist. I would also like to most sincerely thank our hosts, the Muthaiga Golf Club, who have gone over and beyond to support the staging of this championship. The coordination of this tournament wouldn't have been seamless without the support of my fellow directors, whom I would like to honor and appreciate. The DP World Tour. Your Excellency, the Magical Kenya Open Golf Championship is part of the DP World Tour, and I would like to thank the DP World Tour for the support they have accorded this tournament. The DP World Tour CEO, Mr. Keith Perry, is here. And thank you very much for gracing the occasion for the second year running. So let me thank each and everyone who is here for participating. Thank you very much.
It's now my pleasure to invite the CEO of the DP World Tour, Mr. Keith Pele, to come and say a few words.
Thank you. Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorary Mosalia Mudavadi, all protocols have been observed. It is an honor and a privilege to be here, and I want to thank the government for their unwavering support. This is definitely more than just a golf event, and you can see that from all the distinguished guests that we have and all the crowd here. And never has that been more on display than this week. We had our players visit some of the primary schools here in Kenya. And with the help of ABSA, we have planted over 150,000 trees to help with the climate change. So thank you. And how about this? Everybody saw what happened on Wednesday when, and I'm going to try hard, Muhaiga Kibogu. Did I do okay? Almost? I apologize. Did he not capture the imagination of the entire country and the pot went global, it went viral, it was broadcast to 168 countries, it was fantastic, and it's what this is all about. Finally, a couple of quick thank yous to the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports for their continued support of putting Kenya on the global golfing map. This tournament plays a major role in the development of golf, not just here in Kenya, but in East Africa. My thanks to Peter. Thank you very much, Peter Kenyango, and the tournament director, Patrick Obach. Is Patrick around? There you are. Thank you again for staging such an incredible event. To APSA and all the sponsors that Peter mentioned. Of course, to the Muthaiga Golf Club, it is truly an honor to be here. And where is your greenskeeper? Sam Maratemi. Golf course is in brilliant shape. Brilliant shape. Thanks, Sam. And finally, to all the sponsors, the volunteers, and everybody that came out to support this, I hope you had a wonderful week. You got a brilliant champion in Jorge Campeo, one of the nice guys on tour. This is like Peter said, this is my second time in Kenya. I came last year with my family. I absolutely love it, and I will be here in 2024. So thank you very much on everybody on behalf of the DP World Tour.
Can never get bored listening to Keith, such an infectious speaker. Let me now invite the chairman of APSA to speak on behalf of APSA and the sponsors, Mr. Moshene.
Thanks, Patrick. Thank you. The Honorable Prime Cabinet Secretary, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of APSA Bank Kenya Limited, the presenting sponsor, as well as all the private sector sponsors of this year's edition of Magical Kenya Open, let me reiterate how honored we are by your presence and also acknowledge the great role that the government has played in making this event successful. It's clearly a demonstration of a public-private sector partnership working to make this event bigger and better with every passing year. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of the significant strides that we have made in the recent years in demystifying and also democratizing golf, thereby transforming it into a sport that is loved, appreciated, and celebrated by Kenyans from all walks of life. Magical Kenya Open, presented by APSA, has at the same time transformed into a valuable national asset, playing the patriotic duty of promoting Kenya as a global golfing and tourism destination. As APSA, we are continually inspired by these achievements, which underlines our significant investment in this sport over the last 13 years. And this year, we have invested approximately 70 million shillings into the tournament to support the successful execution of the event, as well as to assist the local pros to effectively compete against world-class golfers. We also have programs in place to support our caddies and our juniors because we know that's where talent is and we would want to bring that talent to fruition. Since last year, ladies and gentlemen, many SMEs have taken advantage of the tournament to do what every entrepreneurial Kenyan would do, which is to try and make some money. And they are right across Kiambu Road at the village. As APSA, we are right there alongside them, Kwabega with some of the participants with the proposals to continue to help them to advance in life, including offering our single-digit mortgage offering, which is in line with the government's agenda. In the spirit of Africanacity, which is that uniquely African spirit of always finding creative ways to get things done, we have found a way to rally our stakeholders around sustainability and climate action during this tournament through an initiative that we called Birdies for Trees. And as part of this initiative, we will be planting and nurturing to maturity 100 trees for every birdie scored in the tournament. And the Eagles and Beta will get even more trees. Let me conclude with congratulatory messages from all of us, the corporate sponsors. We acknowledge and commend the following. The Kenya Open Golf Limited, led by Chairman Kanyago and the entire board for a job well done in organizing this incredible showcase. Also, we thank DP World Tour for their continued faith in Kenya to deliver on the high expectations of the DP World Circuit. And also to commend all the players for putting in their very best of the world-class golfing talent on show for us throughout the tournament, including our very own Kenyan pros and amateurs who fought valiantly against some of the very best in the world. Let me also extend special congratulations to two of the players, to Jorge Campillo for emerging the overall wheel. Your fortitude and resilience demonstrated throughout the course is something to be really proud of, and you really need to be very proud of your achievement as we are of you. And to the sole Kenyan who made the cut this year amidst very tight competition, Muthaiga. Not only are you a source of inspiration and a great role model for other young golfers who are keen to realize their potential, but you're also a source of great national pride, and we're really proud of you. And so, I'm very happy to announce that we shall reward you with 1 million shillings in recognition and in celebration of your stellar performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya is home to some of the world's best sporting talent, and hence the prospects for this country are very bright. APSA will be there every step of the way, working collaboratively with like-minded parties to help bring all those possibilities to life. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, APSA, for taking on the burden of speaking on behalf of all the sponsors as well. I would now like to invite the Principal Secretary from the Ministry of Sports, Mr. Jonathan Mweke, to come and say a few words, and then invite the rest of government.
Thank you very much. The Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, all protocols having been observed. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mine are just very few words. I'm really pleased to see such a great turnout at this year's edition of the Magical Kenya Open presented by APSA. Indeed, as the premier sponsor, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, and the Arts is really proud to be associated with an event like this. we know, Your Excellency, what this event means to our country, Kenya. First, it's right in line with our sports safari policy, in which we want to use the sporting prowess that our country enjoys globally to bring tourists, business people, investors to Kenya. This event, through its wide coverage, we intend to use that coverage to ensure that the eyeballs that have been on their TV screens around the world can realize that Kenya is open for trade, for investment, and for tourism. It is really one of the key sporting events in our calendar. So we thank you, Your Excellency, for allowing us, as the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports, to sponsor such a great event. Your Excellency, in line with our government's bottom-up economic agenda, better, we for the very first time had a hustlers' bazaar across the street at the village across Kiambu Road. This bazaar has been able to showcase our creatives in art, in music, in fashion, and expose them to the world and to customers that they would never, ever before would have been exposed to. This is really in line with building our economy right from the bottom up. Your Excellency, also this year, we had our own young Mutahi Kibugi here, who made the cut. Indeed, I can confirm I was present on this very green, and we saw that part for body that enabled Mutahi to make the cut. Mutahi is only 22 years old. In line with that, our State Department of Sports, through our ministry and the government of Kenya, will be aggressively promoting and developing golf. Your Excellency, we have a vision as part of the presidential strategic initiatives to set up a high-performance golfing academy at Kasarani, which is the home of sports for us here in Kenya, so that we may develop golf right from our children at a very young age. Indeed, the Junior Golf Foundation is doing quite some work on this, and Regina, we will support you as government to make sure that we can identify talent, develop talent, and monetize talent in the game of golf. Your Excellency, would like to thank you so much for gracing this event, and would like to congratulate the winner of this tournament, Campillo, who I can see finished at -18 to bag the trophy in this year's edition of the Magical Kenya Open. Congratulations. With those many remarks, it's now my honor and pleasure to invite the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of, in the Treasury, in the National Treasury and Economic Planning, who is here to represent my Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports, Honorable Ababu Namwamba. So, Professor Njuguna Ndongo, karibu sana, and I invite you to make your remarks. Karibu Waziri.
Thank you very much, P.S. Mweke. I'm studying in for CS Ababu Namwamba, who has some few social challenges, is bereaved, and asked me to read his speech. And that is what I'm going to try to do to make sure that it reflects what he would like to tell all of you. Your Excellency, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, let me honor Mr. Keith Perry, all protocols having been observed. Welcome to this closing ceremony of a truly fantastic 54th edition of the Magical Kenya Open. I do believe all of you will agree with me that it was a thrilling success that comes hot on the heels of the Red Ace Open that was held at Fipingo Ridge in Kirivi, that we concluded on a very high note just a month ago. Let me say that Kenya is indeed honored to play the host to a top international event that is now a key feature of the European Tour. We are proud of our very own 9 Kenyan professionals, and 6 amateurs who have competed in this event, shoulder to shoulder with the very best in the golfing world. I am proud in a special way the young Kenyan golfers who have taken part in this tournament, personified by the excellent performance by the 22-year-old Muthaiga Kibugi, who sang what we certainly celebrate as the birthday of the tournament. Hongera sana. The participation of these young golfers is a testament to the immense talents of our youth. And it is my hope that this event will encourage more young people to pursue their sporting dreams. Indeed, in line with the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the better, we are deliberately investing in grassroots youth talent development to support our young people train and compete at the highest levels of their chosen sports. Today, young Mutahi will walk away with a good amount of money. That has been announced already, so you know this, it's not a secret. After making the cut here, so you can imagine if he went beyond the cut. He is making a living from his talent as a young golfer, and there are opportunities we can expand and even make sure that they excel for our youth. Indeed, I'm particularly happy to disclose that I've agreed with Mr. Keith Perry, CEO of the European Tour Group, on a clear, substantive, and coherent master plan on developing golf in Kenya and monetizing the whole ecosystem around this important sport. Thank you, Keith, for that promise. We are positioning sports as a major contributor to Kenya's GDP. Talent development is key to realizing this dream. The platform for realizing this agenda is our ministry's legacy initiative, what is called the Talanta Hera, which aims to identify, nurture, and monetize talent. Talanta Hera are 2 words, 2 Swahili words. Talanta means talent, Hera means money, whose essence is putting money in the pockets of our sports and creative talents, pesa mfukoni. It is this Talanta Hera spirit that my ministry is proud to have introduced the innovative Hasra Bazaar this year. The Hasra Bazaar, which was actually described, is actually customized zone for ordinary traders and artists to showcase and sell their wares at the entertainment village. That is pesa mfukoni, money in the pocket of the creatives. Golf is still largely viewed as an elite sport, unfortunately. And more so, the spaces where golf is played is also considered very elitist. The Hasra Bazaar innovation is meant to bridge these 2 distinct worlds, that is sports and arts, where they actually complete the puzzle, which again cannot be separated. We are hoping that riding on the coattails of the tournament, the entertainment village hosted a lineup of talented artists, especially up and coming musicians, and provided them with a platform to do what they do best, perform while earning a living. Actually, for me, I always say they perform what they enjoy most, and they are paid to do just that. The arts must benefit from the heavy investment we make in such sporting activities. I thank the host, Muthaiga Golf Club, which is also my home club. I'm happy to be here and standing in front of you. The DP World Tour, ABSA, EABL, and other fellow sponsors for this successful event. Your commitment to promoting sports tourism in Kenya is commendable, and we look forward to hosting an even bigger Magical Kenya Open 2024, which has already been promised. We thank you very much for that. Let us continue to support our young people as they pursue their dreams in sports and arts while earning a living from what they enjoy most. I urge all of you to continue to promote sports tourism, sports safari in Kenya, as well as work towards making Kenya a hub for sporting excellence. Having said those few words that I was reading the speech by my colleague Babu Namwamba, it is now my singular pleasure to welcome the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, to make some remarks and also officiate in the prize giving. Thank you very much and good evening.
The shade is better.
The shade is better.
Okay. Mr. Keith Pelly, the CEO of the European Tour Group, the leadership of golf in Kenya, represented by the chairman, Mr. Peter Kanyago, golfers from various countries, distinguished sportsmen and women sports fans. Ms. Obath, I want to be the exception because I am delivering a speech on behalf of the President of the Republic of Kenya. So if I have broken the directive you give, please understand, because I have no authority to edit the President's speech. Good afternoon and welcome to this beautiful country. It gives me great pleasure to be with you today for the prize-giving ceremony at this event, and I wish to personally congratulate George Campillo on his win. This occasion serves to remind all of us of the tremendous strides the Kenyan sports sector continues to make locally, regionally, and globally. It is for this reason that we are honored to host the 54th edition of the magical Kenya Open. As a country, we are proud to be hosting 156 players from 27 countries, including Germany, Japan, India, China, the UK, and the USA, that have participated in this first African leg of the DP World Tour Championships of the 2023 season. Our government remains committed to ensuring that this tournament profiles Kenya as a preferred sport tourism destination. This is underpinned by our continued commitment as the tournament title sponsor. Kenya boasts of over 40 golf courses across the country and in different regions with unique and stunning landscapes, bountiful wildlife, and welcoming and happy people. We welcome all golf enthusiasts for golf safaris, where you get to enjoy great rounds of golf and get the opportunity to tour the country and experience our wildlife and beaches. This is part of the government's plan in packaging sports and tourism together also known as Sports Safari. Sports offers men and women, boys and girls, the chance to expand their horizons. Kenya is a powerhouse in athletics, and my administration is committed to investing and nurturing other sports disciplines to add to our portfolio of prowess, such as golf, and through our Talanta Hela initiative. Talanta Hela, as just explained by Honorable Ndungu, is about monetizing talent in both the sports and creative sectors. My government strongly believes that these two sectors have the potential to be major contributors to our economy, but most importantly, put money in the pockets of our young people. Pesa mfukoni. We want to inspire our youth to monetize their talents through sports, and we are therefore open to investments in sports facilities like the planned high-performance golf academy and a high-quality, world-class public golf course at the Moi International Sports Complex, Kasarani. This is geared towards providing access to the sport, which is still, as Njuguna said, considered elitist due to the various barriers to access for ordinary Kenyans, such as club membership fees. Kenya is not short of talent. It is a question of access. Kenya is not short of talent, as we have seen in our young Mutahi Kibugu, who has played exceptionally well during the magical Kenya Open. Access to the sport will see Kenya nurture more Mutahi Kibugus and Naomi Wafulas, who also played well at the magical Kenya Ladies Open at the Vipingo Ridge PGA course in Kilifi County, and is on her path to becoming a professional golfer. This year, we have 9 professional and 6 amateur Kenyan golfers who participated in the magical Kenya Open. And this is critical because it is the president singling them out. These are Justus Madoya, Dismas Indiza, Daniel Nduva, Samuel Njoroge, C.J. Wangai, Greg Snow, Mutahi Kibugu, Mike Kisia, Simon Ngige, Dennis Mara, Adele Balala, Daniel Kiragu, Njoroge Kibugu, Jay Sandu, and John Lejirma. It is notable that most of these golf players come from very humble backgrounds, and golf has opened up opportunities for them to play with the best in the world. Kenyans are happy that this year our first Kenyan professional, Mutai Kibugu, made the cut and will be part of the players who will win the prize money. This is an inspiration to our youth and future juniors that their talent can create wealth for themselves and for the country. Tournaments like this one work to inspire our youth to take up the game and watch professionals play. This will demonstrate to Kenyans potential stars the way to success. Golf, particularly, is a sport that is characterized by a high level of focus, discipline, self-belief, sacrifice, and determination. These are values that underpin hard work that propels society forward. My government has plans to partner with schools to introduce golf as an extracurricular to the school sports program. It is commendable that the Kenya Golf Federation and sponsors have started an initiative with the U.S. Kids Golf Kenya's Children as young as 5 years old, and especially from underprivileged families, to play golf. They do this through dedicated golf clinics and offering needed support to participate in junior tournaments. We invite global partners who oversee the governance and management of these sports disciplines to walk this journey with us through investments. I applaud the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports as the title sponsor of this event, and all other sponsors for supporting the hosting of this fantastic event and making it a success. I must admit that I am particularly impressed by the innovative Hustler Bazaar as customized special zones where ordinary Kenyan hustlers have for the first time ever experienced the manicured lawns of golf while putting some money in their pockets from their hustles. It is not lost on me that what is happening here is being beamed live to over 670 million households across the world. That is over 2 billion viewers. Let me conclude by thanking Keith and the European Tour for your faith in Kenya. My sports minister, Ababu Namwamba, has briefed me on the plans you have agreed on to further develop golf in Kenya. Be assured of full support from myself and from the government of the Republic of Kenya. To you all golfing enthusiasts from across the globe, we do look forward to welcoming you back to Kenya next year. Asanteni sana, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi. It's now the time when we come to the prize giving, and for this, I'd like to hand over to the tournament director, Simon Higginbottom. But before I do that, I'd just like to warn all the people who are all dressed up in the front row that we will be requesting the Prime Cabinet Secretary, if we could indulge us for a few minutes after prize giving, for them to take photographs with you. And when that happens, before that happens, I'd like to ask the back row, to then be removed so everybody can fill in the back, but the front row to remain. And then we shall call them one group at a time, 20 seconds, and then you move and the next group comes in. Simon.
Thank you, Patrick. Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honourable Musalia Mudavadi, and all protocols having been observed. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with scores of 69, 68, 63 and 66, for a total of 266 minus 18, winning a cheque for $340,000 US. The winner of the 2023 Magical Kenya Open presented by ABSA. Please welcome from Spain, Jorge Campillo.
Yeah.
the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and all the protocols having been observed. That wasn't bad. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the players, I would like to thank the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports, APSA, and all other sponsors for making this tournament possible. Also thanks to the organization, the Kenya Open Golf Ltd, his chairman, Peter Kanyago, and his tournament director, Patrick Obad, for making this tournament so special. I would also like to thank the Muthaiga Golf Club, his superintendent son, all the workers and all the members for having such a fun, enjoyable and tricky golf course that we all like to play and having it in great conditions. To all the marshals and scorers, volunteers for being here so we can have this golf tournament. Now I would like to thank my sponsors, mainly Callaway with his Paramine driver that helped me hit these small fairways. Also, I would like to thank my caddy, coaches, family and friends for the support all the way with my career. And last but not least, to all the spectators for being for being so loud, so happy, and so cheerful that it was really. I wish I enjoy you guys more, but I was trying to focus on winning this golf tournament. But you guys made it so special, and it made me laugh a few times on the golf course. I'm also proud of being your champions, be your champion, and join all the great winners that have won this golf tournament before, especially all the Spanish players like Severiano Ballesteros, José María Cañizares, and Jordi García Pinto. You know, in 2011, I came here. It was my first or second year as a pro, and I came here to play the Kenya Open in this golf course. And I will never imagine that 12 years after, I will be winning this golf course. All right. I'll see you all next year. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.
Now for the icing on the cake, I'd like to invite the chairman of ABSA to present Jorge with the maroon jacket.
All right. Thank you.
And the media has requested just for a few minutes, pick up the trophy, go there, and do a bit.
I'll take a selfie with all you guys, okay?
They want to take a photo of you, and then you can take a photo with them. And as this happens, I would like to, first of all, ask the PGK first to be ready. Huh? Okay. Okay, I think there will be an opportunity for photographs after the full presentation, but this is technology of the future. Thank you, Jorge. There will be an opportunity for photographs in a bit. So I'd now like to ask the second row to please retreat, and then the chairs removed. The front row, please stay. And then I'd like to start the photo session. First will be the PGK board. Please come forward, followed by the KOGL board. So KOGL board, be on standby. All right, please line up. Okay, look forward and to be done.